Purple Oranji here. Today I'm gonna show you how I fixed a dead Apple Watch. Reports show that we generate around 44.7 million tons of electronic waste, or e-waste, each year. That's equivalent to 125,000 Boeing 747 jumbo jets, more than all the commercial aircraft ever created. And even though it only makes about 2% of the solid waste we make, it contains some of the most hazardous materials, like lead, mercury, sulfur, cadmium, americium, arsenic, and beryllium oxide. Recently, I was given an Apple Watch that would no longer properly work. So I decided to see if I could save it from becoming e-waste and learn something along the way. I suspected that it was a battery problem, so that's where I started. One of the best places to start for electronic repairs is iFixit. There you will find step-by-step instructions on how to best take apart and fix just about anything. I will summarize my steps, so please check them out for more details. For my fix, I needed an eye-opener heat pad, opening tools, a replacement battery, and a replacement force touch gasket, and lots of patience and steady hands. See, they're not shaking. Now they're shaking. No, I'm not shaking. He's shaking. No, you're shaking. Okay, bye guys, be quiet. So, let's begin. After heating the heat pad in the microwave, I let it sit on the face of the watch. This will soften the adhesive and make it easier to pry apart. It's basically heat pry until the screen gap widens. This is the first patience bit. Don't push in too hard or too far, you'll damage something. Once you have a wide enough gap, you can use the opening pick to separate the adhesive. Again, you need to take it slow and not push in too far to prevent damage. Work your way around the edge to loosen all sides. With the screen loose, you need to carefully lift up the screen. Trim one of the picks to the width of the battery to pry it up. Beneath, you will see the connector. Pry that loose and the battery should come out. Just a quick, juicy tidbit. Like many people, I thought that rechargeable batteries last forever, but they don't. If you have used any electronic device before, then you know that your battery will eventually die. And that is when your battery will no longer recharge. Why does this happen? Why? Every time you recharge a battery, the cathode degrades a teensy tiny bit. And over time, it will hold less and less charge. Lithium batteries have a typical life of about 500 to 1,500 charge cycles. Because it holds less charge, you'll charge it more often. But that makes things worse as the cathode degrades even more. And you get the idea. In the case of alkaline batteries, the manganese dioxide has been all converted. And that is when the battery goes flat. Here's another thing. Did you know that batteries die faster in the cold? The reason is that batteries rely on chemical reactions to work. And freezing temperatures slow or stop those reactions. Now, back to the build. Well, that's the first part out of the way. Next is to put the new battery in and put it all back together. Before putting everything back together, you need to also replace the force touch gasket. You will need to completely remove the screen. Careful with the connectors as they will easily break if you use too much force. Remove the metal bracket that covers the two screen connectors by prying gently from the bottom with a small screwdriver. This is the second patience bit, so take your time. Once the cover is off, you can disconnect the display cables. With the display out of the way, we can now access the sensor. First, remove the tri-wing screw and disconnect the connector. Next, reheat the adhesive to make it easier to remove. Thoroughly remove the adhesive on both sides and put in the new gasket. From here, it is basically a reverse of all the previous steps to reassemble it. Again, just take your time and go slowly. For the final step, apply the heat pad again and attach rubber bands around the watch to help the adhesive set. That's it! With the new battery, it's working and charging properly. With the new battery, it will be able to last a few more years at least and not have to end up with the trash. With a little bit of patience and time, most electronics can be either recycled or fixed. Even if some electronics are not savable, it's still a good idea to remove the hazardous bits and dispose of them properly instead of just binning it. Check out your local e-waste facilities or programs to see how you can properly dispose of your electronics. If you like this video, please give me a like. And for more videos like this one, subscribe to my channel, Purple Oranji. Also, click the little bell icon to get a reminder of my new videos. Well, that's all for now. See you next time. Bye! I'm a puffer fish.